Welcome back to the channel. Greenkenobi here, and I bring you the finale of the Barrel War. Now, I do want to say a few things, because this is the final episode for this series, before I move on to the What If Marina Got Sanitized series, which, again, y'all may think, hi, welcome to the live stream. Y'all could thank to Ellen Joe Stan for the recommendation, wanting to do the What If. That one is coming. It's gonna be a scene change story just like this, but that story I've got planned for 500 is just going to be an audio. I see you're ready for the Splatfest for Splatoon 3, correct? I actually don't know what it is. I've been off Splatoon for a while, so I don't know what that is. But I do have something to say. We're going to have some laughs, we're going to have some cries, we're going to have some interesting moments in this. Because I had planned for one of my friends to voice a character for only a small moment, but I could not get in touch with him, so I had to switch things around just a little bit. And thank y'all for voting for the Red Barrel Lord. I did not want to have to make scenes for Catnap. I would have to put the war inside Poppy Playtimes, and that would have been so frustrating, because that would bring back so many memories, but it would be it would be where it started, so it would make sense if y'all chose that one. But the Red Barrel Lord won, which I'm happy he won. Sorry about that. Oh, the Splatfest is like something about past, present, future? The Barrel War has been a most excellent series. I love it, and I have a bit of a surprise to announce. The Chapter 5 of the Octoling Experiment story will be dropping within probably a month or two. I know I've been having a little bit of a writer's block on that one, but I am still working on the series. Just wanted to inform y'all if y'all are wondering and waiting for the next episode. I'm working on it, but it's at a lot slower pace. Although I have been working on the Marina story, episode 1 should drop sometime this or next week. I am excited to get started on that. I already spent a few hours making scenes for it, so episode 1 could be done right after I finish with this. But I think I'm going to save it for after a few what if, maybe like a few videos of what ifs, and then drop the first one. Now, I do want to thank the people the subscribers and YouTubers that wanted to be a part of the Barrel War. We got Jack O'Bonney, a good friend, subscriber friend, that I've watched a few of his live streams. Go check him out. I've had fun watching him play horror games. Of course, I don't watch the ones that I plan to play, but I still hop on every now and then. Then we got one I mentioned earlier that recommended the Marina one. Then we got Empowered Gaming, a good YouTuber. We got King Gaming, also a good friend of mine. We have Captain Inkwell and Bronco Miller, subscribers that wanted to be a part of the Barrel War. Thank y'all for wanting to be a part of this Barrel War. I've had such a fun time introducing y'all and playing your characters. And I gotta say, you two, it's gonna be a bit of spoilers for what I've planned for later down the road, but you two will be working together. But I'm just gonna say that y'all two are gonna be working together. What else was there? Oh, right. The What If Discord one. If y'all are wondering about the Discord, I was not kidding. Discord hasn't left me alone when I posted that series. He is going to be, although he may show up in other series as just a funny character, but it's a hard character to do. Really? You're trying to do that? What in the... I don't know what you're trying to do there, but I'm just reading the comments. I gotta say this because of that chat. You say Apple pencil? I thought I was hearing that meme again. Apple pen. That's an old one. That is an old one. For y'all older people, or most likely y'all should know that one. That was a chaotic meme back in a while back. Although I just need to get right on into this, but for y'all that's gonna be watching or listening, most likely, because it's mostly an audio scene change. Make sure to like, subscribe, grab a snack and a drink. I've got a bottle of water with me here. Gotta stay hydrated. And I do have to say, I may be posting a little bit less because something came up, and it kind of has me a bit down lately. It's nothing on y'all's end, it's something on my end. So, depending on how things go the next few days, depends if I'll be posting a lot more or a lot less. Oh, Ellen Joe Stan, I do have one question before I started to this live stream today about the Barrel War. Is there any description, anything you would like me to add into the Marina What If, or would you like me to do it my way? I asked you this a bit late, like, earlier in the, like, a few months when you recommended it, but do you want any specific thing in there? Just trying to ask. Alright. The trailer for that series will just be an audio, but the actual first episode is going to be a scene change one. I can confirm that for you. Oh, trust me, it's gonna be crazy, and if you can find a hidden thing in the series, guarantee. I have a hidden image in one of the scene changes. If y'all can find it, I will, and say the name of the character, I will, well, listen to your idea, and you'll be the next What If series I do, or story series, depending on if you find it. So, things to look forward to when the Marina one comes out. Not today's live stream, but when the Marina one comes out. Because I would talk with my friend on that one. I don't really know there. I can answer. I really prefer you not do that, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just responding a bit to the chat. And I think that's about all I have. I've already spent like 10 minutes of this live stream just talking to y'all and announcing stuff, so. But to answer your question, I prefer if you did not do that. Can I stop people? No. But my answer to you would have to be no. Without further ado, let's get right on into the Barrel War. The final episode. I hope y'all enjoy. Report. Sir, Brocco Miller has gone to raid some of Greenkenobi's allied bases. Good. And the reports on everything else. How are they? Greenkenobi's forces have been scattered across. They've not reunited at all. We've made sure of that. Good, good. We don't need any surprise attack from his allies. And you've been a loyal subordinate, Sanitai's past. Of course, sir. After all, you made me one of your generals. Yes, and it was a wise choice. But I do want to get rid of that third party that's involved. What do you mean, sir? If you've not heard, Captain Inkwell was captured, and this brings up a problem. A problem? Yes. With him gone, several of our forces will be uncoordinated. Right now I have Funtime Foxy manning the defense on the walls and all that in case they do try something. But they're in low numbers, correct? Yes, sir. We've made sure of that. Good, good. I'll have you bring him to me. Greenkenobi. Yes, bring me Greenkenobi. We need to have a chat. But if I may, sir, can I ask you something? The Red Barrel Lord looks at her, or the Santai's past. What is it? Why do you have such a grudge? I can understand why. He's taken several Barrels' lives. But may I have an answer? If you must know, me and Greenkenobi, were friends a long time ago. But then it's just forgotten history now, but we were in a battle in Poppy Playtime. Of course, I didn't like his way of doing things. He would drag me around where I didn't want to go. So I ended up ruining his plans. And, he kind of wanted revenge, and now this war started because of measly that. And also diplomatic things. What diplomatic things, sir? We're not getting into that. But I will say, we have not gotten on good terms since. Now go and bring me Greenkenobi. As you wish, sir. As she leaves the room. He's caused so many problems. I should have gotten rid of him that day. But I could not do it. Mostly because he had found a way to escape. He looks towards the wall. You there, as a guard responds. Yes, sir? Prepare some defenses on the wall, send a few forces there, just to make sure nothing happens. Alright, I will send a few men to the walls. Also, increase security around the hallways. That's an order. As you wish, sir. As we cut over to, well, Greenkenobi's allies. Well, I'm glad that we're all here now. What are you planning in Powered Gaming? You have called us all here. Of course, I told you to meet me in my tent. Listen, Greenkenobi's been captured from what you told me. Yes. We need a way to free him. We don't have the numbers. No, we do not. But I will have that covered. What do you mean? King, go grab whatever materials and vehicles you can. Howie Melody, go meet up with the air squad. But there's only like 2 other planes there. Don't worry about that. And Jack O'Bonney, you're going to lead the assault on their headquarters. Me? Why me? 1, no one ever expects a rabbit on fire to attack their headquarters. I can't argue with that, but why are you using me as the front line? Don't worry. They are not going to expect what's coming. Are you certain? Yes. After all, they're attacking our allies' headquarters as we speak. Shouldn't we go help them then, instead of going to free Greenkenobi? We shouldn't worry about them. Why is that, Empowered Gaming? They have already evaded, or are dealing with them right now. As all three of them in the room, including King, what do you mean they've evaded? They're just dealing with their problem at the moment. What have you contacted them? What is your plan? What do you mean? As Howling Melody gets up and walks closer. You've obviously planned something. And I'm with King on this. They knew the attack was coming. You've already negotiated with your allies. So, let me guess. Where are they now? That's none of your concern. Just prepare. That's an order. Last I checked, the only person I helped, and as a partner, not as a subordinate, by the way, as a friend. After all, I was the first one to agree to join the Barrel War when this thing broke out. And I had to travel you don't even know how much the journey was to get here. King speaks up. The journey, I literally came from Australia to get here. Literally. You know how far it took me to get here by vehicle? Not even by vehicle, by sea. It literally took me a week. I can't deny that. It only took me about a day or a few hours. We don't need to fight amongst ourselves right now. We need to focus on this battle. Jacobani interrupts. I agree, but we need to be a bit more wise on this. You've got something planned and you have us in the dark. We want to know the plan, but you refuse. So what is it? That I will not be revealing. But we do have a third party that will be helping us in this attack. Ah, so you do have other allies that are coming to our aid. But what about our allies? We've lost contact and communication with them. For all we know, this could be the last of us. A short force. Don't worry about that. You have me concerned. But I guess I can trust you, so y'all can settle y'all's differences. I'm leaving. I'll go ahead and gather a few men and head towards the position you've told me. And I'm putting my trust in you because Greenkenobi put his trust in you, by the way. If you prove to have betrayed him, I won't hesitate to fight through the front line to get back here and end you. As Jacobani leaves. I didn't think he had such interesting friends. Empowered Gaming, why are you like this? Me and Greenkenobi have known you the longest. Yes. And Jacobani seems to be a good friend of his now. From what I heard, they met, well, I don't know where they met. Truth be told, they had a few conversations while he was contacting an ally, and they just kind of talked it out. Had a few words, I don't know much. He found him while he was traveling, and they kind of grew a friendship while they were on the road during the start of the Barrel War. We still don't know what started all this. This thing has been going on for months. Yes. I cannot give you the answers to that. But I can confirm we don't have to worry about any reinforcements from the barrels arriving to attack us. I'm trusting you. Don't make me put my trust misplaced. Have I ever misguided you, King, my friend? No? You've helped me, you've helped Greenkenobi. So I'm putting my trust in you. And we don't need to be arguing at this moment in time. As they want us to argue. They want us to fight. They want us to catch us off guard. Yes, I agree. I can tell you two are become acquainted with Greenkenobi. Yes, we've hung out with him for a while now. We've not heard of you, though. Not surprised, he doesn't really mention me. I'm Howling Melody, a friend of his. We met a few years ago. Of course, me and him were just friends at the time. We barely knew each other a few years ago. But, believe it or not, Greenkenobi wasn't always a social person like he is now. As both of them look over, what do you mean? Greenkenobi was in a state of, well, isolation for the longest time. No one really knows that. But that's only what I've heard from a friend of his. But he went through a type of isolation for some reason, and it looks like this whole event of the war has broken him from that isolation. He's more active, more willing to talk with people. Not like his past self, I'll give him that. As both King and Empire Gaming are confused. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll go ahead and go to my position. As he also walks out. What was he referring to? Greenkenobi was isolate himself? That doesn't sound like him. He was always willing to talk with us. I agree. Wonder why. That's not our place. That's true. Anyway, let's move on with the plan. As we switch to another scene. Why do the vents of the barrel headquarters have to be so cramped? As Fred pops out of a vent, stretches around, much better. As he goes back to put the vent back, about to screw it back together as he turns over and sees 4 guards. I can explain. Now hear me out. Have you ever been to, They all point their guns towards him. I'll put this back. I'll even tie it up, screw it together, and I'm gone. Poof. As a puff of smoke appears where he was, and the guards chasing him. Yeah, get back here! Nope! As he's running down the hallway, turns his gun back and starts firing a bit, hitting no one. He turns the corner and hides behind a corner as they're shooting at his position. I thought Lobit said that there wasn't going to be a problem. The hallways are 90% of the time clear. Was I lied to? Because if I was, you're gonna pay, Lobit. You're gonna pay. I don't care how much money you offer me. But you did pay me a lot to break out Greenkenobi, so I gotta get to it. Time to go Fred style. As he pulls 2 pistols and walks down the corridor, and taking several shots at the guards. Taking them out. That was easy. As he blows the smoke from one of his guns, as then a flood of guards just come down the hallway. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna stay here all day. I'm out of here. As he starts running down the corridor. I hate when I get misinformed. This always happens. This is just like Bendy and the Ink Machine all over again. Wait, I've been to Bendy and the Ink Machine? Whatever. As he starts running down the hall. And we're going to switch to another scene. And we'll get back to this one later. Oh, I'm so glad that there's no one out here. A nice, relaxing day, don't you agree? As there are several guards outside. As the 2 guards on the 4-wheeler are talking. Yeah, it's really good. I wasn't expecting that it would be so peaceful lately. Like, I'm just glad no one has come to attack, especially now we have Greenkenobi in our headquarters. I know. I thought it would be way harder to contain or capture that guy. Surprisingly, I heard they caught him quite fast, actually. No, it took them a long time to capture him. Sanitize Pass brought him in. That is true. Where'd Brocco Miller go? He's currently filling in for Captain Inkwell and doing some raids on bases of Greenkenobi. His allies, at least. I heard they're going after the ones in the north, most likely. Oh, great. Then we don't have to worry about counterattack. True. That's very good on our part. We can just sit back, relax. Hey, when we get back inside, do you want to have some donuts? Hey, I'm down for that. Is that a lookout? See something? Hey, did any of y'all see that? As we see Jack O'Bonney and a few, armed guards come out. As we see Jack O'Bonney and all that. Yeah, I see Jack O'Bonney out there. Huh. Don't just stand there, go get him, as the guards are ready to go after him. Then they turn back and they just see every one of Greenkenobi's allies just show up. Howling Melody and Jack O'Bonney. No one informed me that they would have an entire arsenal at our doorstep. Sound the alarm! Set off the turrets! As turrets appear on the screen, on the wall, and start opening fire, as missiles from helicopters, tanks start hitting the wall as well. We're under attack! Where did they all come from? As we go to the communication tower. Repeat, this is Brocco Miller. Reporting. Repeat. Greenkenobi's allies are not at this location. We've been misinformed. Repeat, we've been misinformed. We need to give this information to the front line immediately. As soon as they're about to call the front line, boom, the control room just blows apart. As men on the front line, keep firing! As it's been a firefight between tanks, helicopters, and machine guns. Jack O'Bonney is currently high behind some blown up ground with some troops behind him. Give me a report on the air support. Howling Melody is doing his best to support us with the air, but we only have a few choppers. We can't just call in everybody. This is pretty much everybody. And where did they come from? Can someone tell me how they came? And where they came from? I don't know. It just seemed like everyone showed up. Like, who? Who brought them? Like, back at camp, I only saw, like, 20 or 30 guys at most. This is over 100. In fact, this may be over 1,000 guards here. Or even more men. It's truth be told, none of us were informed either, sir. So you're telling me Empower Gaming was planning this from the start? Probably? As, King drives over in a tank. Y'all need a lift? We're going to bust straight through that front line and try to get into the base. As, of course, the barrels are not having any of it. As some air support comes in for the barrels, and several tanks and all that. This is Howling Melody. Repeat, air support is going to be cut off. We're going to try to counter the air support. So, enjoy no more air support for the time being. As the fight begins to run out with air support, machine gun fire as they're chasing each other down. Walls being blown up as turrets are being fired at, taking it down one by one. As, we go to one of the officers who are standing by a turret. Repeat, what's happening? Why did they show up? Command tower, repeat, command tower, come in. Just static. Repeat, do we have anyone chain command? Can give me orders. What's happening? Don't worry. This is fun time. Just hold your positions. Reinforcements will arrive here shortly from the inner defenses. Hold your positions. That is an order. You gotta be kidding me. Fun time, we can't just hold here. There's too many of them. The tanks will bust through the line. Repeat, you will hold the line. But fun time, sir. That's an order. Follow it. Yes, sir. What'd he say? We gotta hold the line. We don't have the manpower to hold the line. You see those tanks? They'll be on us any second. We just gotta hold the line, man. We're done for. As then, you just see barrels fly overhead. Wait, are those barrels? As they land and start hitting tanks as they blow up. Reinforcements have arrived! Listen, everyone, hold your positions! As men move to hold their positions, regain some ground on the wall. Where did these forces come from? It looks like some of the inner defensives have come out to help support the outer line, the front line. We're hoping to deal with them later, but guess we gotta deal with them now. How's the air support? This is Howling Melody. I'm a bit busy at the moment, as 2 fire jets are on his rear. Yeah, call me back when I'm done with these guys. As we go to Howling Melody. Greenkenobi's gonna owe me big time for this. As he just presses a lever, as the helicopter just shuts down as he's falling. 1, 2, he starts it back up. As it flies quickly, just hovering above the ground, it just comes right up and starts machine gunning behind the jets. That was a risky play. That doesn't work all the time. As he starts to shoot them down, as a helicopter comes out to help. Sir, I've got your back. At least I got some allies. They can support me. Where did Empowered Gaming go, by the way? King, can you come in? This is King. We're pushing their front line. What is it? Where did Empowered Gaming go? I lost contact with him a while back. He just kind of disappeared. And where's that third party? I don't know. But wherever that third party is, we need backup. We're not going to be able to hold off forever. As we go back to the defenders, which are the barrels soldiers. Ah, yes. Everything's going exactly as expected. As we go to, well, Greenkenobi's cell, as an unexpected visitor, Lobit, appears in the room. Ah, Lobit, what are you doing here? Why, I came to free you. After all, you can thank me for all the support I've given you, breaking y'all out of prison, destroying several, well, barrel destroyers, helping you in several occasions, and even taking Captain Inkwell out of the picture. In fact, if he was here, oh, this raid would be 100 times harder than it already is. You know how cunning he can get, you know. Yes, I'm very aware of that. As well. We hear someone open the door and close the door, as we look over and see a tired, exhausted Fred leaning against the wall. How many guards do they got in this place? Yeesh. I had to have taken out at least 100 on the way here. As he looks over and locks eyes with Lobit. Why are you here? What? I came here to free Greenkenobi. Then why did you hire me to come in here? Oh, I just like to see you struggle. If you weren't my employer right now, I would blow you to smithereens. Literally. Oh, don't worry, you're getting paid. Yes, I'm getting paid. And the pay just got doubled. Fine, I can deal with that. Good, and I also want my payment in cash. Okay, that may be a problem. Yeah, so you better think on it. Hello, can I get let out of my cell? Yeah, we're working on that. As we go back to the front line and sees, well, fun time. Ah, yes. Everything is going exactly to plan. Sir, we're getting blown to smithereens up here. We're fighting them back, but those reinforcements from the air defense are only helping us a bit. Where's the rest of our allies? Where are the reinforcements? As a man comes out, Sir, we're not getting any reinforcements. Did you tell anyone else about that? No, sir. Well, it's good you didn't tell them. But now that you know this information, you're no longer a use. As he kicks him off the air blimp he's on, as he falls to his death. Now to finish this off. Repeat, we'll not be having any reinforcements from Brocco Miller. He is currently too far away. And also, let's end this off with a bang, shall we? As he presses a button as the wall starts exploding in different areas. As he starts moving his hands around, where he points at one, it explodes. He does this like he's in a type of musical. The sound of explosions. My time is surely been a fun one. And my part in this game has been a fantastic one. As then the blimps hit. As one of the guards come out, Sir! What is it? We're heading down. Oh, I know. As he moves to the steering wheel, and I'll be taking that. As he turns the airship towards the wall. Sir, what are you doing? We'll crash into our own allies. As he looks back, precisely. As he just smiles, and then moves his hand. This has been an excellent play for me to play my role. And it was an honor to serve as the betrayal in this role. So I hope you all have enjoyed my company, but we're going to die here. As all the guards just try to grab their guns, but it's too late. They have crashed in the wall, making a big gap enough for the forces to go through. Hey, there's an opening! As they start to run, or make a push for the opening, to head for the city. As we see Funtime on the ground. This has been a fantastic role. And it's been an honor to be a part of. As he, unfortunately, did not make it. As he had died there on the battlefield. Where's our chain of command? That blimp held Funtime, our current commander. What's happening? Forces, anyone respond! Repeat, Funtime is gone, sir. What's our chain of command like? Sir? The only one chain of command is currently not available and is currently in the base. Nowhere near this area, to bear in mind that. What do we do? As then a call just appears on the line. Repeat, all soldiers fall back to the inner defenses. This is an order from the Barrow Lord. Myself. Fall back. That's an order. Everyone fall back! We're falling back! As they go to fall back, running in and past everybody. As we go back to, Greenkenobi's cell. As, Fred is finally just working on Greenkenobi's door. Alright, we should be able to go through, break in a moment. As then we hear banging on the door. Hey! We know you went in here, Fred the mercenary. As there's probably 20 some odd guards outside that door. Surrender now! As Lobit's like, oh, you caused so many problems. But I guess I'll have to solve it as, Lobit adjusts, the voice box of hers. Yes. This is Brocco Miller. Don't worry, I've already pursued and have him captive here. I'll throw him in the cell with Greenkenobi. You may go on your way. And support the front line that's under attack. Oh, of course, Brocco Miller, sir. We'll head right away. As Fred looks over, why didn't you just hijack the communication and just broadcasted information like that. You could have told them I was an ally. I'm sorry, but they already were informed about Captain Inkwell's capture by you, so I don't think that would have worked. Okay, touche. As, well, daybreak. Greenkenobi out, and, well, the other door just goes flying off its hinges as Empowered Gaming comes in. Greenkenobi have come to... Who are they? Oh, it's you. Oh, yes, it's me. Hello, Empowered Gaming. Hello, Lobit. Have I met him? No, you have not, Fred. Let me introduce you to my friend, Empowered Gaming. And how do you know Lobit? Oh, trust me. When you understand how to play FNAF, you understand. I don't know how to answer that, but alright. Okay, so are we gonna blow this place up or what? No, we gotta get to the Barrel Lord. The Red Barrel Lord, right? Yeah, Greenkenobi, the Red Barrel Lord. Can someone please inform me who this Red Barrel Lord is? I can't really answer that. Only Greenkenobi really can. And can I also be informed, please? Alright, I guess it's time for the information. The Red Barrel Lord is the leader of the Barrel Army. He goes down, everything goes down. Their infantry, their funds, everything is going to be cut off. He's the leader of it all. He goes down, everything's going to collapse. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go get him. Yeah, let's go. As he looks back at his cell for a moment, as they all walk out the door and are now in the hallway. Well, we're back in this hallway. I remember that, because I remember that vent right there. In fact, give me a second. As he opens the vent, pulls out a grenade, and tosses it in there, and puts the vent back. Why did you do that? Oh, don't worry. You'll understand when you've gone through the ventilation shaft to enter the place. Truth be told, I went through the sewer system, so that may have not been the best plan, but I wouldn't have fit through the ventilation. That's true. You're bigger than us. You're bigger than me, which I was barely able to fit in there. As the explosion of the grenade just goes off. Ah, gunpowder. The best type of powder in the world. Except for nuclear. Whatever. What is your obsession with bombs? Don't question it, trust me. Very well. As they move forward, but someone approaches. Where do you think you're going, Greenkenobi? Sanitized past. So you've come here to stop us? No, I came here to fetch you, but might as well arrest these people as well. Well, you're gonna have to do more than that to bring two measly guards to defeat us. I can handle you. And we can easily just take you out. As then the two guards just disappear. As Sanitized Past looks behind herself and sees the guards down. Who did that? Why, it was me, as Sanitized Past got hit to the wall. And I will be your opponent. And I guess I will help you, as Lobit and Dot are now facing Sanitized Past. It's good to know that I hired at least a worthy subordinate. I only tagged along because the pay was good. So you hired another mercenary other than that Fred guy, eh? Yes, this is Dot, which I'm actually very proud that Fred did not kill, and also very surprised he didn't. That Fred usually kills every person he comes across. Literally. But what am I to complain? He does the job so well. Now let's get you out of the way. As Sanitized Pass immediately starts firing the gun. And Dot is using, his blades to constantly deflect the bullets and is now rushing towards the gun, while Lobit, just sneaks by and throws a punch at sanitized past, as she quickly throws the gun in the air and, well, hits Lobit in the belly, pushing her back a little bit. And sanitized past holds her arm. What are you made of? Oh, I'm made up of steel, by the way, so punches are gonna work on me, as Dot appears behind her, about to go for a slash on the neck. Well, sanitized past ducks down. Yeah, not happening. As, well, sanitized past kicks up, kicking Dot, sending him up towards the ceiling, and grabs her gun and is about to shoot Dot, is when Lobit, well, tackles her to the ground. And, well, Dot does basically a belly flop on the ground. Man, that hurt. As he gets up with his daggers, you might not want to punch me, because that's just going to deal you more damage. We'll see about that, as she points her gun at her chest and just starts shooting. As she's pushed off and towards the wall. Now that should take you out of the commission. Now, where did that other guy go? As Dot appears behind sanitized past again and goes for 2 daggers to stab in her back. Or stab in sanitized past's back. As, well, sanitized past moves her gun around to block it. Then throws the knives away. And immediately shoots Dot in the shoulder. And then in the gut. And is about to shoot again, but Lobit throws a right hook, sending her further down the hall. You don't think that's gonna work? As she starts to feel dizzy. Oh, that punch. As she sees her gun and Dot coming closer, she quickly reaches out for the gun and points it towards as she shoots, hitting Dot in the chest, but he keeps coming through. No, you don't! As she keeps firing, just filling this mercenary Dot with holes. As he just tackles her and just, well, breaks through a wall. And we just see her fall into a, well, giant hole with Dot as well. It's been an honor to be of service. As he falls down the hole as well. As Lobit, injured, goes over to the entrance of the hole. You were a good mercenary. I'll send the funds to whatever family you had. As Lobit gets up and tries to, well, not go the direction the others went. It's just going back to meet with the allies of Greenkenobi. As we go to Greenkenobi and, well, everyone just sitting there with several guards in front. I guess they weren't making the path easy for us, now were they? I guess not. Well, let's take care of them. As Empowered Gaming then speaks up. Nah, I'll finish them off myself. But you got us. We can easily take these guys out. Look again. As their numbers have doubled from like 20 to 40, they're going to be coming up in swarms. They're coming throughout those side entrances. So I'll open a path for you. You sure about this? Of course. Now move along. As, well, Greenkenobi and Fred prepare to fight their way through the middle, but Empowered Gaming steps on the ground, causing the ground to crack and move them, well, up further towards the wall, while he says, Greenkenobi, Fred, go. As they go through the wall, or the opening to the door, leaving Fred with the rest of the guards. Alright, who's first? As he cracks his knuckles, as the guards point their guns at him. I don't think your guns can pierce my armor. Or scales, to be more precise. But go ahead and try. As they open fire, but the bullets are just deflecting. As he rushes at them and throws a group of guards to the right, a group of guards to the left. Not gonna work. Now let's get into the real fight. As he starts to just fighting off the swarm of guards. As well, we go to Fred and Greenkenobi entering the room of, well, the Red Barrel Lord. We meet again, Greenkenobi. And who might you be? I'm Fred, the mercenary. In fact, why did I come here? I was only hired to free you. Because you're getting paid double now? Fair point, I can't deny that. You've come to finish the job, I see. What, after I killed a couple of your comrades? Yes, the Yellow Barrels. They were very key allies, and you destroyed them. You did the same with the Blue Barrels, leaving us Red Barrels to do our work. But listen here, Greenkenobi, I'm willing to put these differences aside. If you surrender here and now, we can end this war. But of course, you and your men will be suffering under my command. No, I refused. After all, your command is world domination next, isn't it? Ah, so you knew it. You knew I was going to take control of this country, and I almost succeeded. That is true. This is why my forces have been, well, blocking all your attempts to take over the country. And I've basically taken over most of it by now. But you've been a thorn in my side for way too long. So I'm going to take care of you myself. As he pulled out 2 daggers and tossed them in the air, as the 2 copies of himself appear and grab them. Okay, that's not fair. Now we're outnumbered. How does this guy have this ability? Can you answer me that, Greenkenobi? You don't want to know. Oh, this was impressive. The other Barrels Lords had similar abilities to mine. As Fred slaps his head, Greenkenobi, you literally dealt with, well, the what? Yellow Barrel Lord and the Blue Barrel Lord? Yes, don't ask how I defeated them, by the way. You're gonna make some sort of thing to reveal how you did it, didn't you? Maybe. But let's focus on defeating him right now. Very well. Fred then immediately starts shooting towards the clones as they start using their daggers and head towards him. While they're fighting, let's have a chat. While Fred is just shooting it over in the background, fighting the clones, as one goes to stab him in the shoulder, he quickly evades to the right and shoots it in the arm. Well, before I kill you, I will say, I was impressed you defeated them, but your good luck and fortune comes to an end here. As he pulls out his katana. Time to end this. Very well. Then he realizes, oh right, I don't have a weapon on me. What am I gonna do? Since I'm a reasonable person, I'll let you choose for the selection of weapons on that table over there. As of course, they're all melee weapons, no guns and all that. Oh great, well thank you for being so kind at least. One thing I do honor is a reasonable fight. I will admit that. Your other ally, the other lords, didn't mind at all. Of course they didn't. They weren't like me. We all are different in certain aspects. But we all seek power. That's obvious. You also seek my death for some reason. Yes, we do seek your death. And that won't be ending here, now will it? Well, I don't plan on dying. And I plan to kill you, so the difference is there. So grab your weapon. As Fred is currently being, well, pinned against a wall while there are 2 daggers are right next to him as he's about to get stabbed in the gut by another weapon. As he kicks, just drop kicks, the one holding him down, and then immediately punches the other one in the face, pulls out his own knife and stabs it in the throat, causing it to disappear, leaving only one. As he pulls his knife out of the wall, alright, now one more to deal with. I think I'll take this one. As he picks up, well, a short blade. You're going with the short, medium-sized blade, I see. A sharp, skillful weapon, I will give it that. But I'll slice you down quickly. As he rushes over at Greenkenobi, flaring the sword with fire. As he strikes down, Greenkenobi quickly uses the edge of the sword to deflect, and tries to go for a quick slash. As the Red Barrel Lord ducks down, kicks Greenkenobi, sending him back a bit. My gut. As Fred sees this, as he goes to grab his gun, the other clone goes to, kick him away, but fails to kick him away as he's sent a little bit farther, but close to the gun. As both of them look at the gun, don't you do it. I will end you. As they both run towards the gun. As we go back to Greenkenobi, who's currently fighting, deflecting the slashes of the Red Barrel Lord with his katana. Don't think you're going to defeat me that easily. As he keeps moving very quickly, as Greenkenobi is barely holding on, as he's just barely able to deflect his attacks. To the left, to the right, as the blade just constantly hits the ground, hits the wall. I gotta admit, you're a persistent enemy. As he pulls it back, it goes for a thrust. Greenkenobi quickly jumps back. That was close. As then a slash wound appears on his shoulder. As he leans back, his blood starts to spill. How did you hit me? The hidden strike. And now the other effect should happen. As then his shoulder also catches on fire. He's on the ground. Now to end you. As then the Red Barrel Lord gets shot in the shoulder. As we see the other clone on the ground. Dead. My shoulder. As he looks back. Not today. That's my informant. So not today. And also, beep. What? As he looks at his shoulder, as the bullet explodes, as his arm gets teared off and gets sent to the other side of the room. Yeah, not so pleasant now. After all, your little clones did quite a bit of damage. As we see, Fred has a lot of, scratch wounds on his armor and all that. But nothing too deadly. As Greenkenobi leans against the wall. Technically the fire that appeared out of the wound technically cauterized the wound on his shoulder, which actually helped Greenkenobi. As Fred walks in front of Greenkenobi, now I'll finish this guy for you. As Greenkenobi gets up, nah, I need to finish this myself. As the Red Barrel Lord just basically puts his shoulder and lights it on fire to cauterize the wound and stop the blood from spilling. I don't want to lose today, so you're going down. As he thrusts his sword, or his katana, forward to stab Fred with the same technique. As he simply ducks under it and uses his gun as it takes the frontal attack, and then pulls out his pistol and then shoots him in the chest a few times. As soon as he's about to fire the last one to go hit his head, a huge slash wound appears across, his chest, as he falls back into the ground. As Greenkenobi gets up, and as the Barrel Lord is standing, I've won! As then a sword, or a long short sword, appears at his head as he falls over. Not today. I've won today. At least I survived. Hey Fred, you're not dead, are you? As he just points a thumb up in the air. Fred is not dying today. He's not dying ever. That's true, you're pretty much unkillable. You know I am. Although, could someone please take this armor off me? I am now stuck in the armor. And why is that? The man destroyed my removal system. I'm now stuck in this thing. Don't worry, we'll get it off ya. Anyway, Well, I wonder what happened with the rest. And after that, everything else went well. They completely taken over the city. The Barrow forces have collapsed, and everything has fallen. Sanitize passed, fell down some sort of hole. The Barrow Lord died. Several injured. Dot and Funtime passed away. And, well, everything went into peace after that. As we go to, well, Captain Inkwell, who's still tied into a chair, by the way. Can someone please get me out of this thing? As then, well, Brocco Miller appears in the room. Hey! Wait! Captain Inkwell, what are you doing here? What do you think I'm doing? Sitting here having a tea party? No, I've been tied up. Get me out of here. Alright. As he goes over and unties him, what happened? I don't know. I got kidnapped by some guy named Fred. Then Lobin, they went on to a plan to go attack the main headquarters. Well, it's being attacked right now. We should get over there quickly. As then a call appears over the radio. The Red Barrow Lord is dead, sir. We're in shambles. We need orders. Who's in charge? This is Brocco Miller. Repeat. Everyone just fall back. We'll regroup and decide something then. What about Sanitize Pass? Inform me about that. Sanitize Pass is also down, sir. What about Funtime? Dead. Greenkenobi, as Rockabilly just hits the wall, breaking the wall. Oh, they're gonna pay. As Captain Inkwell, who's been, well, unrestrained and out of a chair, puts his hand on his shoulder. Don't worry. We'll have our revenge shortly. As we go to, well, me and the gang at a helicopter. Well, it's good to see y'all are here. Yeah. So where are you going, Howly Melody? Well, I'm going home. I gotta go back. After all, I've got plenty of other business to do. Yeah. Hey, can I get a lift to Australia, please? Sure, King. Hop on in. Oh, and also, see y'all later. I'm heading back to Australia. Gotta deal with those coyotes, you know? Also, you'll need kangaroo, come to the police station. They got kangaroos on the police force. As he hops on in, just get in. And also, when I get there, I want to see that, so you better not be lying. No, I'm not lying. It's literally legit. Look it up. I'll see when I get there. We're at first stop, Australia. As they lift off. Okay. Did any of y'all know this? As they've taken off. And they're walking. Are there really kangaroos on the police force in Australia? I don't know. Who knows? Well, I gotta say, it was an honor to be a part of this barrel war with you, Greenkenobi. No problem, Jacko Bonnie. Hey, remember Greenkenobi. You need to play you want to do other stuff. I'm gladly to help you. Don't worry, Empowered Gaming. I've got something else planned for us to do later down the road. Yeah, Jacko Bonnie. I appreciate your support and everything you've done to help me in this war. No problem, man. It's been an honor to be a part of it. Anyway, what should we do now? Well, first off, Greenkenobi and me need to start diplomatic relations again, as we need to now settle down the conflict and sell out all the war material that was caused by us over this war. Fair point. We're gonna have to clean up a lot of stuff. What about me? You can just go back home if you want. You know what? I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I may go to the gas station and get some drinks. Anyone want anything? Sure, I'll take a Mountain Dew. I'll take a Coke. Sure thing. As Jacko Bonnie just, leaves. Man, I'm glad I invited him to the war. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Again, I do appreciate him helping. After all, when I was on the run escaping with information, he helped me. Well, at least we know we trust each other. That's true. Glad I'm a friend with you, Empowered Gaming. I'm glad to be a part of this, and I'm glad to be a part of your friends. And to be your friend. Thank you. As we go to, well, Lobit, who has made 2 graves for Funtime and Dot. You were a good comrade, Funtime. Thank you for completing the plan. Although, if things came out differently and you survived, you have definitely had a key part into the next plan. But your role was spectacular, as always. And Dot, you had to be one of probably my best mercenaries. But not the best, right? As Fred appears. Definitely not the best. I let the guy live and he got himself killed. Yes, I guess you're right. I was hoping to do a few more missions with him before he died. He seems like a chill guy. Yeah, I know. But, unfortunately, at least he took down one of the heavy agents of the Barrel's side. I have to agree with that. Sanitai's past did do a number of damage on you, didn't she? Yes. I'm still repairing my, well, animatronic body, as you can see. Yes, I can see that. But listen, what do we do now? This war's over. There's nothing for us to do. No money involved for me. So what am I gonna do now? We're gonna do the next best thing. And what's that? Move on to the next project. The next project? What project? Nuh-uh. That's for me to know, and for you to find out later. Whatever you say. As the scene ends there, as we go to Captain Inkwell and, well, Rocco Miller. So we're the only 2 left, with only a handful of guards. We're gonna have to restart from the beginning. Doing this from the ground up is gonna be a pain. We only have a handful of men left. We'll get Greenkenobi for this. We will. Trust me. We will. But for the time being, we just sit down and we wait. Wait! They've killed the Barrel Lord, Funtime, and Sanitai's past. 3 of our best. We're not alone in this. We got others that can help us, you know. I realize that, but we need to get back at them now. This war has come to an over. And it's time for the rebellion to begin. So understand, we're taking this the slow path. The rebellion has just started. So understand, things may be slow at the start, but we'll get Greenkenobi. We just gotta wait. You're right. I guess we'll just have to wait. Good. Now, if you'll be a good friend, please go grab me a water. I have been, well, drained for being in a chair for like a day. Or 2. Or 3. It's pretty much been 3 days. Very, very well. As he leaves the room. Now I wonder how things will turn out now. And that's the end of the Barrel War. I hope y'all enjoyed. I enjoyed this so much. Remember to like and subscribe for more. And remember, the Barrel Rebellion is still technically part 2 of the series. So, stay tuned for that. That was good. That was a good one. I loved it. As the Barrel War is amazing. This turned out pretty well. In fact, I'm just glad y'all got to witness this. And remember, the Rebellion, the Barrel Rebellion, will be a later series. I am not doing this right now. But the Barrel Rebellion is going to be a Season 2 of the Barrel War. So stay tuned for when that releases. I've got a feeling that's probably be released in several months.
and after several projects. So please stay tuned. That's going to be a series I will work on. So make sure to like and subscribe for more by Greenkenobi, and subscribe to all those subscribers and YouTubers I mentioned.